Hey guys, so we're live again. Today is probably going to be the day of live videos. I don't know. I've been working really hard this week, so I haven't really had much time to paint. I kind of plan on painting most of the day. I figured you guys could just join me if you want to. You know, tune in if you feel like it. I have no idea how long I'll be live. And I'm going to be doing some more resin. I also just got this really cool new heat gun, which I'll be trying out. And if I like it, I'll be putting the link in the description for everyone to go buy it if they would like. Hey, Larry. I have this resin pour that I did also a couple weeks ago. I'm going to be putting another layer on top of that and doing a few other fun things. So, hey, Kim. Hey, Sid. Glad you guys are able to check in. All right, so let's get started. Oh, hey, Catherine. Hey, Mary. Figured some people could, visit me on their lunchtime or, take a break from work. Come say hi. Anyways, we're just going to have fun. And we're not going to worry about it. So someone asked me on the last video, I don't know if they're going to see this and tune in, but they asked why I used 2 cups and then mixed it in the 3rd cup. Hey, Angela's touch of color, watching from work. That's the best way. But yeah, someone asked me why I used a 3rd cup instead of just pouring them together. The reason is because there's always going to be some resin left over in one of the cups, and you have to mix it evenly, so that's why I used the 3rd cup. All right. Hey guys. Hello from Tennessee. Hey Jessica, that is amazing. Let me know how that goes. That's really exciting. She's got her first art show. All right, so I really should get a measuring cup, but for now, I just try to pour these evenly. Yeah, that's pretty even. Just another tiny bit in here. Okay. Aw, thanks, Frida. Hey from Chicago. Hey from Maryland. Man, you guys are coming from all over the place. So I just need another drop in here. Okay, good. All right. I'm super excited about this heat gun. So one of the things is I've been wanting to use something to move it around, but with the hair dryer, it moves it around a lot. And I think it's a little bit too much. I do have different settings on the hair dryer, except that the hair dryer is basically resined shut in one spot right now, so I can't change the settings. Hey everybody from all over the place. I did not buy this heat gun. This company sent it to me to try it out. So I don't know how much it costs. I don't think it's super expensive though. But yeah, I'll look. They sent me the link. So let's test it out, see if we like it. I do like it. Came with these different little doohickeys, so I could direct it however I want. I'm really not sure what this one is for, but I'm sure someone could tell me. Yeah, I love presents too, and I really love getting to try out new things, because I was definitely in the market for a new heat gun anyways. So it was kind of good timing that these guys contacted me and were like, hey, do you want to try out our heat gun? And I was like, yeah. My hair dryer is quite powerful, and it's stuck on the highest setting, so it kind of moves things all over the place without really much control. So also, I don't know if you guys noticed, this is like an extra big stick. I'll show you compared to the normal sticks in a second. I got these so I can mix the resin in the big cups. I know I need a new hairdryer. So this is like the normal big sticks. Look how big that is. Anyways, that's what she said. Whoa. Yeah. My husband's like, oh good, we can put the hairdryer back in the bathroom. I was like, no, we can't. It's totally not functional anymore. Okay, sweet. We've got the resin mixed up. So first thing, before I do anything else, is I'm going to put another coat on this one. I'm going to move you guys a little here. Just because there were a couple spots where you could see the canvas. And you really are supposed to sand this before you do another coat. But I think I'm going to just go for it. And just use like a thin coat. You unfortunately cannot just fill in little spots. I've learned this. You have to cover the whole thing again. So that's fine. We'll cover the whole thing. Yeah, I love this piece. I've been wanting to put it up for sale, but I wanted to put one more layer of resin on it first before I did that. So this should be up for sale by tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, a little more. All right, I think that's good. I even bought one of those like comb kind of thingies that you're supposed to use to move this all around the resin, but then I don't know where I put it. So hands it is. Another layer because there was a couple spots that the resin didn't hit, that it was just straight through to the canvas. So I wanted to make sure that was fully covered. All right, let's give this heat gun a try. Oh, that is just amazingly annoying. Okay. So the heat gun has the 3-prong thing, and my extension cord does not. What an annoying fact. Rawr. Okay. How much is what? Yeah. All right, maybe the comb is in the bathroom. So for this, for now, we're just going to use the torch. Just to get rid of these air bubbles. And I guess I may have to test out that heat gun later. I don't know. We'll see. All right. How much is this painting? I don't know yet. It will likely be around $120 is what I'm thinking. How much does your art tend to cost? There's no answer for that. All different prices. Some are like 25 bucks. Others are a few hundred. Others are whatever, you know. Adding a little more here. Still a couple spots. So if someone asked a question earlier about their paint sinking to the middle of the canvas and how to prevent that. If that's occurring, a couple things you can do are to spray the back of your canvas with water, because that will actually help tighten the canvas out. You may also just need to put something under the canvas while you're painting it. Hey Tina. Yeah, so those are a couple solutions. You can try one of those. Okay, I think this one's sufficiently covered. I'm happy with that. All right, put this aside to dry. Okay. So let's mix up some fun colors now. Let's see. I was really not happy with that copper yesterday from the Color Cottage. Very sorry, guys. It's the one color so far I've tried that I didn't like. So you didn't miss a lot. We're going to try this. We're going to use this orange oxidized mica powder, which I already know that I love. I've used it in a ton of projects already, and it works like beautifully. All right, so I basically want to kind of do the same color scheme as last night, just with a better copper. All right, so let's put some blue. We're gonna make like a navy blue again here. Some blue and some black. Well, copper is kind of orangey. That's part of the point of it. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to really figure out how to use this heat gun, or maybe use my other heat gun, because I don't want to use the hair dryer. All right, and then we're gonna do like a turquoisey over here. Okay. Add some more blue in here. And then we'll get these all mixed up. Hi from Florida. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. You're awesome. Yeah, the problem with that copper from the Color Cottage is it was like basically like the same as glitter. So it just ended up sinking all to the bottom. And that was a bit of a bummer. You couldn't see it at all basically when the paint's dried. All right. Let's put the rest in here. All right, I'm gonna just set that aside in case I want to mix up any more. Okay, let's move this a little closer again here. All right, get my sticks out and mix these up good. The patty, it's funny that you mentioned those guys, the stone coat countertop guys, because I'm actually going to be getting some resin from them within the next couple weeks, and I will be trying that. So that's very exciting. And that's they're also what I'm going to be using to do my friend's countertop in a few weeks. That's it. They have two different resins. They have one that's like for countertops, so it's really, it can be high heat and it's scratch resistant, etc., etc., etc. And then they have one that's also specifically for art. So the one in the next like week or so I'll be trying out is the one for art. And then when I do my friend's counters, I'll be using obviously the countertop one. So and if you're pressed for time, it's maybe not the greatest. It's also pretty expensive, but it is a lot of fun. And to answer your questions, Mary, I'm using Resin Tint. This is from Art Resin, and it's specifically designed to color the resins. And then for the powder here, I'm using an orange oxidized mica powder. I don't really know the brand. I got it from the Scrapbook Expo, I think this year. I just picked up a bunch of mica powders with no idea of what I was going to use them for. Because I do that, you know. All right. Let's see. Did I miss any questions? Where do you get the resin from? This resin is Art Resin, which I got directly from their website. But I also know there's a couple of my local stores at least that carry it. So you may have local art stores that carry it, like Blix. Blix Art Supplies carries it. I don't know if you have one of those near you. They're also online. And there may be some other stores that have it. Okay. We're going to do... Hey, the charming giraffe. Hey, Shanny Brown. All right. The whole family's here. I know my dad's working, but maybe he'll be on his lunch break soon. Okay, so we're going to do this canvas. Now we're going to start out with this navy blue color again here. I think I made this a little lighter than the last time. We'll see. Yeah, I think it's a little, I put a little less black ratio in there, but I really liked this blue. Oh, also guys, I did call my internet company. So this is also another reason I'm doing a live right now, is to test out the internet to see if they fixed it. Because, yeah, last couple lives have been difficult. Do I need Floetrol to get the smoke effect with hair dryer? I don't think so. Like Melly D does, I think, a lot of paintings with the hair dryer, and she doesn't use Floetrol at all. She uses Liquitex pouring medium, I believe. Yeah, you could just try it with just paint and water. See how that goes. All right. No more buffer mania. Yeah, this is a really pretty blue. So let's go in here with some of the white. Now, if you guys noticed from yesterday, this white seems to sell up like pretty crazily. It like bloomed and blossomed. I hope you guys caught the dry resin pours earlier. I don't have them with me right now. They're inside the house. All right, this is the orange oxidized. And then let's go in here with this is a little bit of like a turquoisey blue that I mixed up. Now, as a note, the resin tints are fairly translucent. So if you want them more or less translucent, you'll want to add more or less of the tint. So let's move this around a bit. Can I use acrylic ink with resin? Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah. I know, right? Middle of the day pour. Why not? It's been, like I said, a busy week. Haven't had like any time to paint. So today is going to be a bit of a catch-up day. You know what? I just had a thought, which is always dangerous. Actually, I really like how that's kind of coming out. All right. I'm going to... We're gonna make this kind of like an ocean themed one. At least that's my thought. Okay. Yeah, the chain pull turned out beautifully. I don't know if we'll try it again today. We'll see. All right. So guys, I'm gonna grab my heat gun, not the hairdryer this time. We're gonna use the heat gun, and I want to kind of manipulate this. Let's see. Oh. All right. No, this isn't the same. This isn't the same copper from last night. It's a different one because I did not like the one last night. So this one will not disappear. I've already tried it before. And my heat gun is already resined. Oh, man. I don't know if I can turn it on. Oh, why? All right. Frick it. The world is against me today. That's okay. I know. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, heat gun. You were amazing for the last, 3 years. Ugh. Just going to try it one more time. I got it. I got it. Okay. Took the scissors to it. All right. Yep, good. Got to put some gloves back on. I will definitely try the feather string pull. Not today, but it's definitely coming up. Okay. Yeah, it is Friday the 13th. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I am wearing a lot of black. I think that's good, right? Okay. So I'm going to hold this at a little bit of a tilt. The heat gun in this case is basically, primary purpose is to just loosen up the resin so it can move around. And also it can help get rid of the air bubbles. Good. Pull it back this way a bit. Here, I'm going to turn this around so you guys can kind of see it a bit better, how it's moving. I'm not going for a specific, I want this to look like waves or anything. I just want to kind of try out some different things. No, I actually really like that. What do you guys think? And turn it around again. Let's see. Yeah, I actually really like that. It's pretty simple. These colors all go really well together. Here, let me bring you guys in for a close-up. And then maybe we'll set it aside. The thing with resin too is you can always do another layer later if you decide. So obviously it's super shiny. But see this, the orange oxidized? I freaking love this stuff. Okay. And view from the top. Obviously we got the glare in there. So we've got just 100 different blues in there. 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. We got kind of the turquoisey coming through. I know that orange oxidized is amazing. So I'm actually really happy with this. I think we're going to leave this as is. And we'll go on to the next one. Because why not? All right. Now I will just point out, I've not had this thing time out at all. I don't want to jinx it, but pretty excited. I hope I fixed the internet. Someone also asked me about fixing up the edges. So I would just take a little bit of leftover resin and just go along the edges just like you would with acrylic paint. You can also, of course, just kind of let it dry and paint over if you want. That's always a solution. All right, so I will be fixing up the edges later. For now, I'm not going to worry about it. Set this aside. Oh, 1 second. Need to make room. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do a small canvas next. This is just the 8 by 10. So let's see. Really want to try different patterns here. I gotta open up an art gallery. I agree. I agree. All over the world with fun art classes in there. Okay, I want to try out like a circular pattern. Hi, Tracy from Alabama. Yeah, I think Friday the 13th is lucky, not unlucky. Okay. And we're going to do the same colors here. All right, so Artist Loft is pretty expensive on Amazon. I mean, I use basically either that or I use the Liquitex Basics, which I think in your area, the Liquitex Basics shouldn't be that expensive. So I would try those. They have tons of colors, some pretty amazing colors and whatnot. All right, let's heat gun this and then we'll move it around. So for those who don't know resin, basically the heat gun just heats it up, which makes it a lot easier to move. And it can also help get rid of air bubbles. I don't think I probably don't need too much heat today because it's like 1,000,000 degrees. That's a total exaggeration, guys. It's not. All right. I'm just going to kind of move this around similar to kind of like a tree ring pour. Stretch those colors out and blend them together a bit. Let's see where this takes us. All right. I'm not looking at comments for the second. Sorry, guys. I will look at them in just a second. There's some, intense concentration going on here. Well, this is definitely another way to kind of blend those colors together. That's fun. Oh, that may have been too blended. All right. First time chatting. Aw, thank you, Tracy. That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay. So I like this, except that I kind of lost a bit of my darker colors here. So I'm going to go in here with a stripe of this darker blue. Now guys, remember the resin is going to keep moving around. So there will be no like perfect lines or anything in here once this is dry, just in case anyone was getting worried. I like that. Yeah, it is a bit of a layer of clouds here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of white too. Just to kind of add something that stands out a bit. Add some interest, as some people say. There we go. I think I like that. Get some of the edges here, and then I'll bring you guys around for a close-up. Okay. Like a pro with this. I don't know. I think I still have a lot of practice to do. But dang, I like this one. All right. So this is it from my end. Look at those. Look at that gorgeous lacing in there. I know, right? Kind of looks like a wet feather. And over here too. I think I like it actually better from the other direction though. I'm going to go back that way. Let's see. I think I like it better this direction. That's cool. Lacing is beautiful. I think so. Oh, okay. I was like, was that supposed to be a question? Yeah, I like it too. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think the contrast is definitely better this angle. All right. So let me get this one out of the way. We're going to do another pour, but we're going to do like kind of a couple other things with the rest of this resin. Yeah, this copper is way better than that other one. Although, just to give those guys credit, I do love all of the other mica powders I've tried from them. So, just not the copper. Yep, no, okay. Out of space there. I hope you guys are being good while I'm not looking. Okay. All right. So I have another fractal pour. Hey, Christina. That I am going to do some resin in. So I'm going to use, I got those little like pointy things to go underneath the corners so I could do resin. Of course, those are all outside and not in here. So I'm going to just improvise with some lids that I have not much use for otherwise. All right. So this is a fractal pour that I tried to do, or fractal pour. That's not even such a thing. This is a fractal burn by Catherine that I tried to do a pour in and it didn't work. So that's that color in the background though. And you know what? Some of this copper would probably look excellent in here. So I'm going to basically do my best to kind of just pour this into the actual burn part here. Which is really not easy. And basically I'll just have to take kind of the excess off. Thank you, Scooby. Is that copper supposed to be formulated for resin? Not specifically. This, it's mica powder. You can kind of use it for all kinds of things. You can use it with acrylic pouring. You can use it with resin. You can use it with all kinds of things. Adding a little bit of this green in here. Okay. So long story short, I'm trying to do this, get it into the cracks here without wasting a bunch of resin. May or may not work. Okay. Thanks. Yes, I'm still streaming. And the internet has not gone out, which is my favorite part. Okay. Yeah, I think it worked better the way I did before with putting the clear resin on it first and then the other stuff. But who knows? Let's see, I have a little bit of clear left in here. And try to put this around to kind of dilute it. Either way, it'll still look awesome when dry, just because it is awesome already. And the resin just kind of makes it pop anyways. Yeah, and for anyone who doesn't know, my friend from Sal's Fractal Art makes these fractal burns and sends them to me to play with. So this is one he sent me like a while back. All right. And this will probably end up having multiple layers on it. Yeah, this is going to look so cool. All right. Wish I had a little bit more clear mixed up. All right, bye guys. Well, bye El Spicy. Bye Taco. See you guys tonight, hopefully at 6. My husband's going live. So some of you normally tune into that. We'll definitely see you there. All right. I'm going to just scrape off a little bit of excess here. And then we're going to leave this one to dry. And we'll come back later. And unfortunately not today, another day. But come back later and put another layer on this one. Right now it looks like a little bit of a disaster. But don't worry, it won't be. All right, I'm going to get my torch. How long do you wait in between layers? Generally 24 hours. You can also do the layers like really fast. Like do them within 5 hours of each other, I think. That works. You know what? I'm going to resin pour over this thing. I'm going to just go for it. I'll actually try that. It'll be a good way to use the rest of this resin up anyways. I may regret this, but you don't know till you try. Yeah, I'm in California, Pacific time zone. Let's do this. I may regret this. I did say that. But I think it'll work out quite well. I'm going to stop blending this quite so much. Okay. And this wood was sealed, by the way, guys, just so you know. So I don't know how much this will soak up the resin. Yeah, Johnny's playing tonight. Live on his channel. If anyone wants to go subscribe, it's just Johnny Farrow, Johnnnie on YouTube. All right. Right now, this looks like a total disaster. Don't get mad, guys. It's just an experiment. We'll just have to see how it looks when it dries. I think it will actually work. Could be totally wrong. All right. Never hurts to try new things, I think. But, you know, we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You know, honestly, I don't really know where I'm going with this one. I think that as it dries, the color will kind of, I'm kind of hoping, the color will kind of sink into the fractal burns and make those pop out a little bit more. But if not, I can always sand it down. So it's an experiment. We'll see how it comes out. Right now it looks like a bit of a disaster, but we'll see. His is Johnny Farrow, Johnnnie, and that's on YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside for now as well. And then I'm gonna just use the rest of this resin on this little piece of wood I have here, which I used the rest of the resin yesterday. And just figure eventually it might become something cool. And either way, I don't like to waste the resin, so let's get it all out. Snack break. Uh-oh. We might not be here when you get back. But who knows? Maybe we'll go live again later. I'm very happy that my internet test has worked thus far. Definitely have more of this dark blue here. Okay. Scrape out a tiny little bit more of this white. Then I'm going to just move this around and then we'll be done for today. Or at least for now. It's also the resin's definitely kind of starting to cure a bit. So you generally have about a 45-minute time frame to work with it, but it also depends on the weather, and it is really hot in here today. So I think it's curing a bit faster than usual. I really like the way the heat gun helps these colors blend. Alright. In all likelihood, I probably just resined the heat gun shut again. I already do sell my work, and yes, I can ship to New Zealand, I think. I have an Etsy store up. It's Mixed Media Girl Etsy is my shop name. I have a bunch of pieces up there, including some resin ones, some mixed media, some acrylic pours, some different things. Alright, so there's that one. I'm just going to probably keep using leftover resin to put on this for like many different layers. And I think it'll be a bit of an interesting experiment in doing layers and the effects of layers. But there you go. So that's that for that one. How does a resin tree ring pour turn out? Thus far, I've not been able to get a resin tree ring pour to really look like a tree ring. I'll show you guys this one. This one was a resin tree ring pour. Obviously, it doesn't really look like a tree ring. I hope you can see that with the glare there. So yeah, eventually, after a little more practice, I'm sure I can get it. But that's that. It's in the shape of the United States. Nice. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this random live video today. And I hope you guys had an excellent lunch break for those of you on lunch. And have a great rest of your Friday. Great weekend. I will talk to you later.